Hello everybody, my name is Mike McClellan and welcome to my 10th YouTube video. Today's video is going to be a back workout at the local YMCA in the city where I currently live. They gave me the okay to video there as long as I don't get any other members in the video, so we were very careful not to do that. It's also going to be an update on my left bicep rupture and how it's coming along. And I'll talk more in depth about that during the video. So without any other further ado, let's get to the workout. Okay, I've already done one set with a bar, which is 45 pounds. Here's the second set. This is 95 pounds. I'm making sure I feel strong with the weight, doing a range of motion. I do not feel any pain or any stress in that left bicep repair. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. No pain whatsoever. Next set is 135. So I'm making sure I do this in a range of motion that does not put any stress in that bicep. If you watch my mind-body connection video, I talked about you want to use as much weight as you can, or the amount of range of motion that you can, without any pain in your joints or any injury sites you may have. So that's what I'm thinking about. And I don't have to think about it. Just do it second nature. Just comes to me. If you do this long enough, that's what the feeling you want, and you just know. It's like instinct. But I will say this, since I ruptured this and started back doing bent over rows or any other exercise with that left bicep, I am kind of thinking a little bit, making sure I'm going extra careful, just getting there. I do not want to chair this. So I'm thinking that I do want to go through this again, so let's be very careful. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here with 225. I'm thinking I'm going to lift this, extra careful, no stress in that bicep, under control of the weight, feel strong with it. So I do have that in my mind a little more than typical, because normally I just do it and don't even think about it. And that's what I'm doing right there, get my mind right. So, okay, don't re-chair this. I don't want to go through this again. So, picked it up, no pain at all. Just because somebody says you got to go all the way down with it, baloney. You go as far down as you can without pain and feel strong with the weight. Next set is 255. Now, I've been doing these for about 2 or 3 weeks, and this is the heavy side gone so far. So again, I'm thinking right here, I do not want to re-chair this. Let's lift it and feel strong. And actually, I've done 2 more workouts since this one, 2 more back workouts. And I've actually up to 275 now with these, and the same way, no pain at all. So I've added every time. And I think muscle memory has a lot to do with that. If you don't know what that means, it means if you've been there before, it's easy to get back to where you were. If you weren't there before, it's a little harder to get there. So I've been doing a lot more weight than this in the past, and so it's easier to get back to where you were. This next set is 185, the last set. I'm going to go a little farther range of motion on this one. Kind of warmed up, but again, feeling strong with it. Kind of get the feel there. Said no pain, so I said I'm going to go a little farther. So it should get down. There you go. A little more stretch. There was no pain. Kind of testing the waters as I go. Just squeezing the back. No problem whatsoever. So far, I've had no pain in that left bicep. It's amazing to me. I've actually got less pain now than I did before the injury. Now, this is how I kept from getting as weak and as small as I would have gotten if I had not worked out or tried to, if you watch that one video I had on the injury, how important it is to work the opposite side of your body when you're trying to rehab an injury to keep it from getting as small or as weak as it would have gotten. And actually with this, I'm working both sides of the body, just keeping my left biceps out. So it's even better than that. So I did this incorporate kind of like a pull-up. It's a partial pull-up. And I feel this all in the lats. I mean, I might even continue to do these once I'm totally healed, because it isolates right in the lats, and I can do a lot of weight with it. Although, I think it was an 80-pound dumbbell. I'm going to go up to 160 pounds here next. That's about as heavy as I want to go, not because I couldn't do more. I'm afraid those straps are going to break. But so this is like a heavy isometric partial for my back, and I've been able to do this without having my biceps involved. And if you watch my video about why you should incorporate heavy partials and isometrics in your workout, I'm doing it right here without even having the bicep in there. And the reasoning behind that, I'll give you a short synopsis of what I said in that video. It makes your muscle bundles fire faster and as many muscle bundles as possible, lifting as heavy of weight as you can. And so then when you go down to a lighter weight, you just fire those muscle bundles faster and more of them. It's kind of like a baseball player swinging a bat put a lot of, before he goes to bat, he'll put a lot of weight on the end of the bat. So when he gets up there, that bat feels lighter. He's swinging it faster. Same premise. So that was 160 pounds. I weigh 200, 205. So we're talking 360, 365 there, little partials. So this has kept me from getting as weak in the back and in that biceps I would have if I hadn't been doing these for the last 3 months. Back down to, I guess that's about it's maybe an 80-pound dumbbell again, or maybe a 50. I think that's 80 or 50, one or the other. So no problem with that. Just isolate right in the upper back. That's the only place I feel it. I actually get a pretty good pump from just doing these. Now, I have not done any pull-ups since May. Well, that last one was 80 pound. This is a 50 pound. This last set here. So I'm going to try those today during this workout. So it's been 3 months without doing pull-ups. Now, if you can imagine, I haven't done any pull-ups in that long. You probably couldn't do 1 or 2. So we're going to see what happens here in a minute. And let's give it a shot. First time since May. See what happens. And I was pretty sure I could do them. I was strong enough. I was just worried about if I had any pain in that bicep. So I got there, pulled up, no pain whatsoever. Oh, this feels pretty good, no problem. And actually, before I tore my bicep, I couldn't do them pronated like this. I could do them, but it hurt like heck in that left bicep. Pronated means your palms forward, facing forward. It put a heck of a lot of stress in that bicep. So since the surgery, I don't have any pain at all doing this. So it's actually made it a lot better. I'm sure I had a partial tear in there before. So I said there, no pain whatsoever. So that last set felt so good, I said, what the heck, let's try 10 pounds, or 10 pounds on here. So I went up under there. And again, I would have stopped if I had any pain whatsoever. I'm going to be smart. Do not want to re-tear it. Thinking about it, be careful. That's what I'm getting my mind right there. So I jump up on there, and that didn't hurt either. I was amazed. I said, oh, awesome. I actually felt pretty light. And again, that's 10 pounds around my waist, and I hadn't done any pull-ups since May, and this was September 13th. So very happy with it. And again, I'm doing a pronated grip when I couldn't do that before. So obviously, when he fixed it pretty good. So I was happy with the surgery and the rehab so far. It's a new pain. Felt so good, I said, let's do one more set. So I'm going to stay at 10 and do one more. Might not get as many reps this time. And actually, I've done 2 back workouts since this. I talked earlier, I went up to 275 on the bent over rows. I'm actually up to 15 pounds on these and doing about 13 reps. So I had a 15-pound dumbbell last time that I did them. So I've added weight every workout, and that's got a lot to do with muscle memory. And also actively working the opposite side of the body and the left side of my body when I can, keep the bicep out of it. So that rehab, I guess it helps being a physical therapist. Know what to do. That's really helped me getting this ass weak. So that was first day doing pull-ups, up to 10 pounds since May. Okay, now to cable rows. I've been doing these since right after the surgery. And what I've been doing is more weight on the right side and the left side. I'm trying to get them evened out. They're about 20 or 30 pounds difference now between the two. So it's getting closer all the time. So I can't wait till I get my left arm back to as strong as my right arm. And again, what I had done in the past, well, I'm saying right there, I'm going to use less weight. I'd done in the past, I'd use that strap and I'd hook on there like I was doing for the partial pull-ups and put it on my elbow to do rows on the left side. I'm not doing those anymore. I'm just using a little lighter weight and trying to go the range of motion I can with that left arm without any pain and feeling strong with it. So that's probably 20 pounds less, 30 pounds just starting out than I did my right arm. So I've got no pain whatsoever, none in the bicep, squeezing the back, no stress on that bicep, feeling good. I'm happy so far. So after I get done here, I'm going to add some more weight on there. No pain with that. I'm saying thumbs up. Looking good. And I don't remember how much weight I had on there, but I think I went up to 130, 140 pounds on one side. So that's a good bit. Now this is on the right arm again. You notice I'm using the strap, or my what's a VersaGrip, so it's called, on my right arm. And that little, the handle there is so slippery, your hand slides right out. If they had a metal handle, I'd use that, but I think someone else was using it. So that way I just use my back without me slipping out of my hand. And I've not really used, to this point I haven't used enough weight on the right arm, or the left arm, to where you have to have a strap on there. But I think the last time I worked out back, I did use a strap on the left hand as well. I made this video on September 13th. I've actually had 2 more back workouts since then, because of the day I'm finalizing this video is September 22nd. But the reason it's taken a week after to finish this video is I was out of work from September, well, not from September, from June 18th, the day of the surgery, till September 12th. And that's about almost 3 months. And I cannot say I didn't enjoy every second of it, but I had to get back to work. So it's been kind of hard for me to get to time to go ahead and finalize this video. So what I'm getting at is I had 2 other workouts for my back since I recorded this, and I've got stronger each time. Like I said earlier, I'm up to doing pull-ups with 15-pound dumbbell around the waist, and I'm doing bent over rows with 275. And actually, I'm going to show you some one-arm pull-downs here in a little bit. I'm up to 200 pounds now on those. Although I don't really think it's 200. Well, actually, I know it's not. It's a block and tackle. But what I'm getting at, again, I've added weight every workout since I've got the okay to start strengthening the left bicep. So muscle memory is really working here. I know eventually it's going to slow down. I won't be able to add every time, but so far it's happened. But obviously before this happened, I was a lot stronger than I am right now. So I got a ways to go to getting close to back to where I was. And I'm getting to add some more weight here, and I'm thinking to myself, do not kill this thing. So I'm being very careful. Okay, I don't know exactly how much weight I got on here, but this is again on the left bicep. Probably it was the heaviest I'd done to that date with these one-arm rows. So maybe about 100 pounds. Not much more than that if it is, but again, I've added more since then. So again, going down as far as I can without putting too much stress on the bicep. You notice I'm really not going all the way down, extending that elbow. And that's when you put the most stress on the repair, this full extension. So I'm being very careful not to do so. Got it done.
Did it.
And I'm looking over and saying, you didn't tear it. And I sure didn't. Okay, next exercise is pull downs. And you'll notice I'm going to do these full range, all the way up and all the way down. Like I've talked earlier in previous videos, I do isometrics, partials, full range. So I do full range, but obviously with lighter weight when you do full range. And again, I'm feeling no pain in the left bicep repair at all. Squeezing the muscle, feeling strong with it. You'll notice I'm going a little behind the back, or behind the neck. I typically don't do those because it's hard on the rotator cuff. But I didn't feel any pain whatsoever, and I got light enough weight on there, so I didn't really get sick.
No problem.
No pain. Okay, next set, going a little heavier. I think it's about 130 pounds. I didn't go too heavy on these. Again, just want to feel it, feel strong, get more range of motion. Again, with no pain whatsoever. So far, so good. Rehab's going great. Can't wait till I get the left bicep back to where it was. Or I'm hoping to get even better. That's the plan anyway. So I got that set, no problem. Look at you, say, excellent. Okay, now going to one-arm pull-downs. I had never done these before. I may have done some years ago in the past, but never kept doing them. So it's been 20, 30 years since I've ever done these before. Had done these before, and I love it. Talk about an isolation exercise on the one side of your back. You know, when you've worked just one side at a time, you're able to contract that muscle better than trying to contract both sides at the same time. And this really does it. And I would have never done these again unless I hadn't torn my left bicep. It was out of necessity. I had to, again, I want to work my right bicep really hard to keep the left side from getting as weak. Now I'm to a point, again, since July 31st, I can use my left arm. So I'm doing left arm, one arm pull downs as well, but not with the same amount of weight as my right arm. It's 30, 40 pounds difference here. Again, I'm going to use the strap because I'm getting up some heavier weight here. And I actually went up to 190 pounds on these one-arm pull-downs on the right arm this day. Now, it's a block and tackle, so I know it's not that heavy. I would say probably half of that. But it really isolates the back. I cannot stress or stress how much it isolates. If you've never done these before, try them. I'm pretty sure you'll like them. So go back to the left side. And actually, I've done 2 workouts since this back workout. This was September 13th, and I'm finishing this video on September 22nd. I went back to work on September 12th. I was out of work for 3 months. I can't say I didn't enjoy every second of it, but I had to get back to work. So I had a lot more time to make videos then. So my work is pretty hectic and busy. So really the weekend's the only time I got to work on this. So I'm finishing this up a week later. So what I'm getting to, I had 2 other workouts on the back since I made this video. Got stronger each time. So actually every time since I've started working out, I've added weight. Now eventually I know I'm not going to be able to add every time. This also shows our muscle memory. I was doing a lot more weight than this before I injured it, so it's easy to get back to where you were than you're trying to get there to begin with. And so it's really showing with me adding weight every workout. And I'm more worried about adding weight without any pain or re-rupturing my bicep anyway, obviously. But I don't know how much that is. That may be up to 190 there on that one side. But talk about a contraction in the back. Try it if you've never done it. So I'm going to take some weight off to go back to the left arm. 30, 40 pounds maybe. All right, grab it on the left side. I'm saying this is going to feel good. No pain. And getting ready to do it. And probably that's the heaviest to that date, how much I've done one arm pull downs on the left side. So again, I've added every time. No problem. No pain whatsoever. Feeling good. Actually feeling better every workout, to be honest with you. So happy so far with the rehab. Alright, going to get that one done. Did her. No problem whatsoever. Let's go to the next exercise. Next one is dumbbell rows. Now, the heaviest weight they have at the YMCA is 80 pounds. So that's what I'm using right there. And I've actually worked up to 80 pounds on my left arm as well. I mean, when I first started doing this, like 10 pounds on the left arm for dumbbell rows. But I'm up to the point now I can use 80 pounds on the left side as well. Maybe not as many reps. Now, before rupture and biceps, I was doing 130-pound dumbbells like they were nothing. And that's the heaviest dumbbells I have at my house. And actually, when I was younger, I went up to 210-pound dumbbells and actually tore my left AC joint. Now, that's another story, but that was years ago doing that. So, so this 80 pounds on the left arm, that's pretty good, I think. For 3 months out, not being able to use it for 2 weeks and only a month and a half, or 5 weeks actually, to start strengthening it. Here's some rear delt work. These are 40-pound dumbbells each arm. Just squeezing the rear delt. That's the back of your shoulders. No problem there. I'd actually done another set before this of these, but somebody had walked into the picture, so we can't use that one. Because again, the YMCA doesn't want me to have anybody else in the video, so we did our best to do that. No problem there. Finishing up, went to the ab machine. Got the whole stack on there, so it's pretty easy. I don't know. They need one a little tougher. I mean, I should have just done hanging leg raises. That works your abs more than anything. I'm sitting there, I can do 100 of these, and I did quite a few. But good change of pace. I wanted to try it out anyway, so we gave it a shot. Again, no problem with it. Actually, my friend that was videoing, I was getting off here. I was going to say, here, let me show you my abs. And he messed up and didn't get it. So we didn't get an ab shot here. But I've had plenty of the videos where you see my abs. So they've been there for us. Someone started to pick up my shirt, and yep, he missed it. Next one is a seat.
A lot of weight on there.
I do not have one.
Definitely hurts
so
your
every time I
knees.
go out there, I want to do this. And the difference between a standing heel raise
I don't have one of these at home,
and a
so
seated heel
come
raise
after why.
is when you're seated, it puts more of the emphasis on your soleus muscle. That's part of your calves too, but that's not the main gastrocnemius muscle. It's the main part of your calves. Soleus muscle is a little that goes down the side of your calves. You might see it on, look at the calf real close, so you see a little line muscle that goes down the side. So this puts more emphasis on that. Although it does work
One more heavy.
my gastrocnemius as well. Now, the knee's more pads. I'm saying that right there. This thing hurts
need
my
more
knees
pads
more than it does my calves. The calves are not thick enough. It puts a lot of pressure on these.
That hurts my knees and my thighs more than my calves.
I have to stop typically because my knees hurt so bad, so my calves are wore out. Again, since I don't have one of those at the house, I do them when I get at the Y. All right, that was the Y workout. And here is the day after the YMCA workout. So this has been September 14th. I wanted to give kind of a close-up on update on how the biceps coming along. If you recall, I've ruptured it May 31st, so it was halfway up to my shoulder until June 18th when we reattached it. And then I didn't get the okay until July 31st to start strengthening. So this has been about 5 or 6 weeks of being able to strengthen the biceps. So it's come along this far. Obviously, it was a lot bigger and stronger before I ruptured it, but I think it's on its way, and hopefully I'll get it back to where it was, as strong as it was, and even bigger than it was. That's the plan. And on that note, this is what my back looked like before the rupture. I hope to get back there. As always, be good to each other. We're all in this road together. We really are. Words for the day, or saying for the day. I thought to myself, what mindset do you have to be successful at something? The first thing that came to my mind was, you have to be all in. Halfway is not going to get it. Now, as far as bodybuilding, weightlifting, fitness in general, that means it's not just the exercise part. There's a lot of things involved in reaching your goals with fitness. You've got to get enough sleep. You've got to eat correctly. Listen to your body when you are exercising. Don't do too much or too little. You're by far better off underdoing than overdoing. Don't get injured. Doing a range of motion that you do not injure something or feel any pain in a joint. You're working the muscle, not the joints. Feel strong with the weight the whole time. And as I said in a previous video, if you say it, mean it, do it. So that was a good saying for today, at least I think so. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you continue to do so. Subscribe if you like the content. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave a suggestion in the comment section and I just may make a video about it. Thank you very much. Hope everybody's doing well. See you next time. Bye-bye.